Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my Robinhood portfolio. You can see once again I have my portfolio open during active hours trading. You can always tell that if there's a white background to the portfolio. That means trading is live. What I wanted to do today is talk a little bit about volume. So I have Bank of America Corporation WSB stock up, and this is a good stock to day trade, or at least I thought it was, until I tried to do a little bit of a day trade here, and this was more for an example than anything. Went ahead and bought 24 shares at 85 cents a share. Then I wanted to see how long it took to sell off at 86.5, so basically a penny-and-a-half profit per share. This stock was bouncing around quite nicely, but that took about an hour or so to execute that trade, and the reason is because the volume is so low, 34,527. So it took quite a while for that trade to execute. And you can kind of tell volume by how blocky the stock is here. You can see it goes for quite some time at the same price, and it jumps down, goes quite some time at the same price, and that's essentially what was happening. I couldn't make my trade for essentially the whole block here. And you can see this block here goes from 12:15 all the way to 1 o'clock, so 45 minutes essentially without a price change. Same way for this next block here, 105 to 150, 155 or so. So you need a stock that has a good volume, and to kind of contrast that, let's kind of take a look at some other stocks here. These are just a few stocks I've been watching on the bottom here. And you can see basically by looking on the chart, you can kind of tell if there's good volume or not. So for this chart here, you can see there's really no blocks, nice and smooth pattern. If we go down to the volume, you can see 1.337 million shares as opposed to a few thousand on that last one. And if we kind of go through here again, a little bit of a smoother trend as well, 260,000. So a lot higher shares. We can kind of do that. This one here you can see is basically been flatlined all day. So you can imagine this has a very, very low volume. And if we go down, yes, 206 for the volume. This one as well, very, very low volume, or at least it looks like low volume. You can see there 2,871 for the volume. So whole point of this video is that for a stock to be a good day trade stock, you want a good volume because you want to be able to get in and out of that stock without wasting a lot of time. You also want to do quite a few trades with that capital. The more trades you make with that capital, the higher percentage. So even if you're only doing 0.5% per trade, but if you do 10 of those, you just made 5% on the day with your money. Another stock here, kind of blocky, basically flat line there, 581 for volume. So you really want a stock that bounces around, but you also want a good volume. So you want a stock like this that goes up and down. You could buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here, but you also want a good volume where you can get in and out of that stock without having to waste a lot of time waiting around. So yeah, just kind of wanted to talk about volume here. Tried to do a day trade like I said. It took quite a while because of a low volume stock. Another great stock to day trade would be this one we've talked about quite a bit here. I know a lot of you guys have been making quite a bit of money off, is PIP here. So this is a very good stock to day trade. It jumps around. It's also an okay hold for now until the company merges. You can see it bounces up and down here in a pretty predictable fashion, and it has a good volume as well, 12.91 million. So very good stock to day trade. Again, a little bit more risky because it's been bouncing up and down, and this is a scheduled dividend, so this is completely normal here. But you want a stock that jumps up and down. You probably want a stock that's jumping up and down a little bit more than this one, but you want good volume as well. So just kind of wanted to bring that up. Wasn't quite aware of that until I tried to do a little bit of day trading myself. Hopefully you guys have already kind of experienced that, know that, because if I would have jumped in with a lot of capital, I would have essentially been, stuck on that particular trade for, throughout the afternoon here, waiting for that to be executed. And the other thing would be too, if it starts trending down, I might have to wait all day before I would really know if I could get in or out of that stock again. So yeah, just thing I noticed to take a look at is volume when taking a look at stocks for day trading. Any more experienced investors, let me know what you guys use for your analytics with regards to volume. If you simply just look at the total number, or there are more advanced algorithms to take a look at with regards to that. So yeah, kind of end the video with that. As always, if you enjoy my videos, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Whole point of these videos is to learn about the market. Hopefully you guys have been learning along with me. I've learned a ton. And until next video, we'll see you then. Fuck you, man!